been long overdue since we've had some girl talk and just chopped it up about life and real stuff. I won't mention her name, but she left a comment basically wanting me to talk about dating and being a single parent. And some of you guys may or may not know that I was a teen parent, a teen mom. I had my daughter when I was 18. I was out of high school. I knew if I was to get married, I was never going to be with my child's father. And dating was kind of a roller coaster for me because I had my daughter young. I think that and even if you're not young, if you have a child and you're not with the biological father, it's going to be difficult, because I think some of the things that are important when you're a single parent and you're considering dating is, one, are you ready to date? Are you mature enough and emotionally stable enough to handle a relationship? To look at yourself, to say, you know, am I ready to date? Am I emotionally available? Am I emotionally sane? Am I, you know, do I have also when your children or child is very, very young and you decide you want to go out on some date, date night, date day, date lunch, or whatever the case is, a lot of times there is going to be a need for you know, babysitting and whatnot, and it's important for you to put your children first in that situation, because, you know, folks out here is crazy, and unless you have someone very, very trustworthy, feel your child will be safe, you know, then you're running a risk of something possibly happening to your child when you are not there. Sometimes you gotta say, is dating really a priority for me and my child right now? A lot of times when you have a child and you're not really, you had no business really having a child, you find yourself in these precarious situations where your decisions are sacrificing your child for those decisions that you're making for yourself. One, I think that it takes a very, very special kind of person who is selfless, selfless with their love, selfless with their attention, because when they have a parent who's dating someone who's not their biological parent, they can feel dismissed, ignored, not as important, especially when you're oh happy, giggly, ooh, 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 my man, my woman, whatever. I think that it's very, very important to not introduce your kid or children to people that you are dating. It's almost should be a little bit beyond boyfriend, where you understand that they are committed. Now, some people may say, I think it's important for you to introduce introduce your kid earlier on. That way, you know, if your kid don't like them, this, that, and the other, you can just save yourself the heartache and the waste of time. Yes and no. I mean, there's pros and cons to both, but I think your child seeing, you know, the relationships that you have that probably will fail, because there's a reason that they say Mr. Right, which is not plural, that's singular, which means there's one person. So all these, you know, frogs that you're kissing to try to get to your prince, your kid don't really need to know all of them. It's best that they don't. Trust me. I don't think that your life should end because you have a child. I don't think that you are off the market because you have a child. I think that choosing for yourself the very best for you and your child is the priority. You actually can look at that as a blessing, because your standard for yourself and your child will be here. Therefore, you will accept nothing but something here, and the person that you choose to have in your life, in your child's life, will be a positive, loving, caring, nurturing experience and dynamic for both you and your child. And I think that that is what is most important when you decide that your goal is to find someone to spend the rest of your life with, one, don't look for it, but when you're approached, you should be doing a nice check-off list to see if Mr. Man actually has the qualities necessary, not just for you, but for your child. So therefore, you actually, in some ways, are requiring more, or should be requiring more of the people that you want in your life. You want the very best that you can give yourself and your child, and that should be kind of what you're looking for when it comes to dating. We'll be bringing them around. Oh, this is my friend. Woo, 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 woo. No, no, no. And so I want to hear from you guys, for all of my single mothers out there who have dated or are dating, and you have kind of advice for this kind of topic. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to share, you know, a little bit about my experiences kind of in my adulthood, and, you know, coming into my own and trying to figure out things in life with, you know, hurdles such as having a child young. I'm more than happy to share it with you guys. I've definitely, you know, seen and been through some things, so I think that I can speak on it, not just from what I would do if I was in. I've been in a lot of situations, okay? So anyway, I look forward to hearing from you guys, but let's interact, let's talk, let's chat in the comment section. Make sure you're following me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and also shethrivenetwork.com, which is my business, along with the other founders. I look forward to talking to you guys again on the couch, talking about life, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Bye. Hugs.